the Hour, presented by Indeed.com. I'm Christopher Cruz in the Washington Bureau. The White House says the Chinese military has engaged in unsafe and unprofessional maneuvers that have nearly led to collisions with an American fighter plane and a U.S. Navy ship.
The latest incidents involving close encounters with U.S. fighter jets and warships are part of what the White House calls a pattern of growing aggressiveness on China's part. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby says someone could eventually get hurt.
When you have pieces of metal that size, whether it's in the air or on the sea, and they're operating that close together, it wouldn't take much for an error in judgment or a mistake to get made.
China accuses the U.S. of provocation and urges Washington to mind its own business. Stephen Portnoy, CBS News, the White House.
There's been a surge of fighting around Bakhmut, Ukraine, but it's unclear if it's the beginning of Ukraine's offensive to push Russians out of occupied territory. More from the BBC's Frank Gardner.
The NATO-supplied equipment that they've been trained on is, in most cases, superior to what the Russians have got. Their morale is far higher. They are fighting for their own country, whereas a lot of the Russians in these trenches simply don't know why they're there, or they're certainly not motivated. They're poorly led, poorly fed, and in many cases poorly equipped.
Federal investigators say they still don't know why a business jet entered restricted airspace near the nation's capital yesterday before crashing in Greenville, Virginia. NTSB senior air safety investigator Adam Gerhardt.
When exactly did the pilot become unresponsive, and why did the airplane fly the flight track that it did fly? We don't know that information yet, but we'll be, of course, looking at the avionics on board to figure out why that flight track transpired.
The pilot and the 3 passengers were killed. Officials in Davenport, Iowa confirmed that all bodies have been recovered from a building that collapsed a week ago. Police Chief Jeff Bladel.
We were looking for 3 missing individuals. We don't have any other information at this time that there is any additional people missing and or related to this incident.
City documents show the historic building's owner had been warned for months that parts of the century-old building were unstable. More than 2,200 wildfires have been reported in Canada so far this year. Officials blame climate change for the increasing number of fires in the northern parts of the country. Emergency Preparedness Minister Bill Blair.
Across the country, there are currently 413 wildfires burning, and 249 of those fires are deemed out of control.
On Wall Street, the Dow closed down almost 200 points, S&P 500 down 9, NASDAQ down 11. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective, the glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.